What's going on, everybody? This is Alex from Traders Retreat. We're going to just quickly go. So you can see here, we're going to look at SPY, but if you look at SPX, it's very similar. So let's check this out. So this is back on May, right? So we're going to go over the 4 dates real quick. I'll show you these real fast, right? So we have May 4th, June 15th, July 27th, and then September 21st. And obviously today we're going to have it. What I want to do is look at the price action and show you guys just, that yes, it is the same, but we're seeing a lot of stuff on Twitter that shows like, hey, we always just pump up, sell off. Or sell off and then pump up. And that's true, but I want you to see the difference, right? We have to look at the 5 minute going back to May and June. I can't get the data before that on the 5 minute, but let's just take a look at this, right? So 2 p.m. right here, we open, right? We kind of go flat, or during the day we rally up a little bit, but don't break the pre-market highs. And basically 2 p.m. opens and we rally up, right? And then we rally down and we end up closing pretty flat. So not a huge dip right away. That's 215, and then 230 hits. We open up here at 230 and we get this nice sell off, right? That's where you're buying calls. Obviously these zones they help out, but even if you're just playing just a blank chart, keep in mind that initial move, you can play that. There's a lot of volatility that goes in and out of that, but man, what we're going to see is a common theme that at 230, you get this quick sell-off. That's where you buy the calls and we rally up. Right now, going into the next day, what do we do? Sold right off. That doesn't always happen. It's a little bit different scenario, but again, sold right off, looking good, right? All right, so let's go to the next date, which is going to be June. June 15th. So all right, so we just have to find where the candles went right there. All right, so again, here we are on, and we'll jump to the 5 minute once we get to the next one because it'll allow us to. So 2 p.m. right here we go. We rally, we're kind of starting to rally up, but this is where 2 p.m. starts right here, right where my cursor is. And again, what do? We drive up, sell off, kind of bounce and close here. Now, again, it's better on the 5 minute, in my opinion, because you can really see the interaction there. But just keep in mind that first 15 minutes, we don't do a ton, right? I mean, this is 375, so 378. So, I mean, there's movement in here. I mean, don't get me wrong. And obviously I play in SPX, it's big, but for people that can't, or that don't want to, this gives us a chance to look at SPY. So, but again, what happens, right? We get to 230. We get that nice dip and then that rally. Okay. And then of course, right, we chop around a little bit more and we didn't close it up high. This happens a little bit short of, this is where you'd want to take your profits right up here, right? At, 330, probably quickly afterwards, it rallied up and then, obviously sold right back off. And then this is 345, the last 15 minute candle before we close. Sell off into the day. So now let's see here. Oh, it might have given us this, but let's do something real quick. All right, boom. So the next one is going to be July 27th. Beautiful. Okay, right here. July 27th, looking at a 5 minute. Again, this is the 2 p.m. candle, right? We open here, dip, rally up, kind of come down, stop, and then we chop around, right? Now this time around, we did not get that dip. This is, I mean, we kind of did though, right? Yeah, that's right. We looked at this last night inside the Discord in the class. So just forgive me if I skip a little bit, but we have our opening candle at 230 right here, this bearish candle, right? And what did we do? We pushed up to here. All right, sold off, came down, and then settled out on that first 5 minutes. That was the buy for the calls. Then we rallied, right? So you're seeing the pattern here. But again, guys, keep in mind, this doesn't have to happen. But this idea that we sell off hard at 2 p.m. And then rally hard, at 230 just isn't exactly, that's not what really happens, right? We're looking at it you want to wait till 2:30 if you're going to follow the patterns. Not saying you should, but that's the reality of what we're seeing, right? So let's go to September 21st. This is obviously a big one. All right, September 21st, right over here. Okay, this is the one where we got the big sell-off. So people's memory is short. I get it. This is why we went over it inside the class. We talked about it last night, but makes sense to make a video and get it out for everybody. Again, this is 1:55, 2 p.m. opens, right? What happens? Rate comes out. Basically people were expecting a lower rate, whatever the case, and boom, big sell-off, right? This is big on SPY. Again, this is from what, 387 down to 380 basically. So $7 move on SPY, pretty big. Big sell-off, bounce around. We come into 230 right here. And again, at 230, we open right here. We get a slight push down. That's where you would buy your calls if you're going to go long and then shoot up, right? So again, the buying calls at 230 on the dip, basically buying the dip at 230. That is what seems to be consistent in paying off. You can't say that it's definitely going to drop. Although, listen, buy some puts. I mean, buy both sides if you want, right? But just remember, if you're going to buy both sides, I would wait to buy the calls until 230 personally, or I would have those be two separate plays, right? Buy both sides, buy your straddle, whatever, play the 2 o'clock announcement. Maybe we get this big sell off, get out of it, in my opinion, and then wait for 230 to come around, right? And then take a second play. And it seems to be, right, that after we peak out, and again, we peak out at 245 right here, okay? 250. So I mean, this is, we didn't rally into 330 Eastern time, right? But once you get this push back up, even if you're going to leave a couple runners from the calls, like I always do, the thing is start buying your puts up here and then buy them with a little bit of time. That's my best advice, right? Buy them at least with Friday's expiration, if not the week after out. You'll print better. At least include that in your analysis. So I'm going to cut it here, guys. Again, thanks for watching. Just wanted to go over that because what we're seeing on Twitter is a whole bunch of, it's every meeting we just sell off and then we rally up, right? I get it. But do yourself a favor and always go back and look at these specific dates, get a refresher, because what happened last meeting is not the same as what happened the 2 meetings prior. But consistently, right, what we do see is at 2 p.m. or I'm sorry, at 2:30 Eastern time, when the press conference comes out, we get that dip and that's where you want to buy calls. So appreciate it, guys. See you on, actually, we're going to be live on Twitter today. So we'll see you there.